What's up, everybody? What's up? Alright, first time today, you see? First time ever. We're coming on live on YouTube. But today's talk, right, it's about live talks, right? So, live talks. Live talks about understanding, understanding about just people, man. You know what I mean? I feel like as people, we should be able to understand each other, right? The reasons why we should be able to understand each other is the fact of we all from different eras of life, different eras, different generations, different mindsets. Because every generation is always rebelling, rebelling to want to learn themselves, rebelling to go through their own shit, right? So I feel like, as human beings, like, understanding is very crucial, like very, very one of the crucials. What's that crucials? Crucials. But yeah, one of the like points of life, like which is important for us to know, for us to learn, because like understanding someone's like knowing to stay away from a person, knowing that this person is not good for you. Like that's you understanding a different person towards you. Which that same person don't have the same mindset as you. So you just pushing yourself away like just to stay that distance. But you still have that respect that when you see them, you say what's good, just to show that respect that you still know who they are and you still say hi, hi, hi. You know what I mean? But I just feel like people in general, like us humans and us people in general, we're always fighting over generations. Each generation is different. I'm not expecting my kids' generation to be the same as mine, but you still want to push in the discipline of back in the day generation, right? The discipline of having respect, having love, you know what I mean? Learning to understand others before you know what I mean? So just learning to open your eyes. But every generation, I feel like every generation always trying to push you. It should be pushing each generation to be better than the old generation, right? Because then when everyone looks back into it, right, the old generation, some parts of the old generation was good when it comes to like family, love, togetherness. You know what I mean? Because there were a lot of tension, right? So there's a lot of that, and a lot of love, the talk, the family togetherness was there. You know what I mean? But as time has gone, each generation has experienced different shit, like different shit. But I just feel like not everyone understand that. No, like even like that's why I feel like a lot of people have a lot of issues with their own parents, especially when you have your parents around, right? You have your issues because some some people don't understand the fact that each generation is different, or some people don't want to grow towards the change towards life, because like as you're growing as a human being, all right, you're growing as a human, you should be learning and you should be adapting towards what's going on. That's what makes you better, that's what makes you a stronger human person, you know what I mean? So I just feel like when people get caught up in themselves and caught up in their old ways or caught up in their bad ways, I'm not saying some parts, some are good, some are bad, but just knowing which ones are bad and which ones are good. But that's the way you transform someone to be better. You help somebody else to be better than themselves because you have gone in your way to understand. It's about understanding. Like that's the whole talk is about today. Like understanding others, like understanding the people you're around with, understanding the person you're with, understanding your family, because not everyone goes through the same shit. Like that's why I feel like a lot of our family, friends, relationships, right, right, go through the same mindset, go through the same shit, go through the same problems, right? So as a person, as is understanding who the people around you. Understanding like you can't really force that. You can't really force no one to change, right? This is the saying, right? You can't really force no. With me, I'll just put that. With me, right? I prefer someone being them true self than me forcing them to change, right? They can change little parts about them to make them better as a person and as a person towards others, but making them change completely, it was just shut them down, which they won't show that side towards you, which is not a good sign. Right? So every time you want someone, let's say you want someone to change around you, right? You want someone to be different. It takes time. It could take years. Right? It could take years. Not everyone's the same. It's not everyone adapt the same. Not everyone takes things in their head the same. All right? People have to remember that. Everyone take that mindset, that same shit. Right? We're from different area codes, different planets, not different planets, but different countries, right? So it's like understanding each role and each background and each, let's say, cultures, and like it's understanding where you're coming from, and to understand a person and saying, okay, yo, I know where you're coming from. So like it's humbling yourself, knowing that this person from this background, so knowing that it's gonna be take a while for someone to change or for someone to adapt to the type of way you roll to, but just knowing that I'm willing to help, what I mean, knowing that I'm willing to help, and by talking, not by shouting. I feel like the more people try not to understand, like when you don't want to understand people, there's always an issue. You always have an issue with someone because you don't want to understand them. You just find them irritating. You either find them quiet, annoying. You don't understand them, why they are the way they are, because you don't know where they're coming from. Until you know where they're coming from, then you can humble yourself to understand, and just like trying to not even adapt, just see their mind, and also be humble about it. For in a way, you don't feel a certain type of way, like you don't feel some type of way of being crazy, type of way you feeling angry about them, who they are, like you get a lot of that shit all the time from everywhere. Just not one place, it's from everywhere. And I feel like this is one thing that a lot of humans and a lot of, just in general, us humans go through day in and day out through life, which always turns out to be an issue. Which shit like that always turn out to be an issue. But I just feel like, things like that shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be an issue if everyone's willing to understand each other. Because I feel like not everyone's raised the same. Which no one is raised the same, because we all come from different backgrounds of raising wise, right? Some people come from a bad home, a good home, but it's the fact of everyone's always rebelling to be different, rebelling to be better, because every generation is different. So understanding that fact, makes you better, like makes you a better human, knowing that you want to understand, you want to know, you actually want to get that balance of understanding of, okay, I know my generation's side. Okay, I see what your generations are going through. I understand what your generation is going through now. All right, I understand. So then you can find ways to advise that generation, putting through what your generation's been through. Because I just feel like every generation always would fight. Because I don't want to lie to you, my generation always, we will listen, but also still trying to learn shit ourselves. You know what I mean? It's like it's a must. It's a must. Because I still remember as a kid, wanting to know what love feels like, right? want to know how you loving not just your family, like just loving somebody else feels like, right? And just getting to know about it is a whole different ball game. It's just understanding somebody else, understanding somebody completely else, completely towards your energy. The only energy that you should be feeding on someone that can help you grow. You know what I mean? So unless that, you know, then our shit comes through. But yeah, today that's all my talk. I'm just gonna keep it short and keep it moving. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. You know, I just hope everyone listen. I hope, you know, everyone had their comments and stuff. You know, if you have comments to say about it, just say what you need to say. Because I feel like the most important thing about the downfall about a lot of humans is understanding each other, understanding each other's situation, just trying to think about other people's situations. Yes, people lie, yes, people chat shit. You know, it's just about understanding, just knowing when someone is being true. You know, just knowing when someone is being true. Literally just knowing. Because like I can say this, right? The more someone can, it's like someone just being damn cruel to you, right? It's like a default. Like when someone keep pushing you to a certain state, you know, it's gonna get to a time that you also change towards them because they keep pushing you, right? The more they keep pushing, the more you will break. So you understanding that and being different and being more powerful, more superior, and understanding that fact. People hate that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. People think you're some devil or some shit. It's like, oh, why did this person react to him the way I'm being the way I am? But like, what the fuck? What's going on? But yeah, it's like they feel like it's fucked up. Like I'm doing this type of way and it's shit. Like you just keeping yourself composed, humble, and not reacting the way they want you to react. Not going crazy how they want you to crazy. That's what a lot of people go to prison for. That's a lot of people kill people for. Like there's a lot of people get into shit for. Like just literally. And that's how a lot of people end their life because of shit like that. Just understanding the fact of there's a lot of people that it's not looking, let's say, for you to get further in life, or they're jealous of you, you know, because you know they know you have something that they don't have, they wish they have, which is always funny to me because like it's sad, you know what I mean? It's the fact that it's sad that all us humans, all we strive for is for greatness, and somebody else that seeks the same, you know, looks down on you or hates you for having something you don't have. Everyone's blessed in different ways, you know. Everyone is actually blessed in so much different ways. It's just finding your greatness. That comes to understanding. You know, understanding is just in people. You know what I mean? It's like I don't wanna keep talking about it, but yeah. It is what it is. I'm gonna leave you as that. I'm gonna finish up. But everyone, if you wanna hear me talk more, follow, shout, you know, do what you gotta do, man. And so appreciate it.